This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Monday, November 20th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. The ruling Democratic Labour Party tells its supporters don't be fooled by the opposition's proposed integrity document. The Barbados Labour Party presented the first draft of its Integrity Commission bill on Saturday, which it says would help to curb corruption. But addressing a DLP meeting at the Alexandra School last night, Government Senator Verla De Pisa said the proposal may never see the light of day.
Don't be fooled by the fluff and the propaganda of an integrity bill that may never see the light of day. It is just a proposal. It hasn't come from CPC. It has not been debated anywhere. It was not laid down 2, 3, 4 years ago for public comment, and we talk on it again. Listen carefully to who speaks on the issues. Integrity, I repeat, is inside of you and has no choice but to come out in whatever dealing you are in.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Frundle Stewart responded to former Attorney General Dale Marshall's claims that corruption is on the rise. Stewart challenged him to bring any proof.
Any parliamentarian who can say as emphatically as the shadow Attorney General of Barbados, Mr. Marshall, is reported to have said in the paper today, that crime, that corruption has now reached unprecedented levels. It's basically saying not only that corruption exists, but that he knows who the corrupt people are. But you can only know it's on the increase if you know who is causing the increase. I challenge Mr. Marshall tonight. If you know where the corruption is and who the corrupt people are, I challenge you to assert the courage of your personal convictions and put your person where your mouth is. Don't come to me. And I would not advise that you follow the Commissioner of Police with it either. Go to the Director of Public Prosecutions, whom nobody can instruct, and demonstrate to Barbadians for a change that you're not a political jellyfish, but that you have backbone.
In other news this afternoon, a 22-year-old man is due in court today, charged in connection with last month's murder of Andrew Prescod of Christchurch. Janelle Shaquille Holder of Hines Gap, Halls Road, St. Michael, has also been charged with 2 counts of serious bodily harm, 1 count of endangering life, and 1 count of the use of a firearm. 34-year-old Prescod died from a gunshot injury to the head. He was shot while liming with friends in Silver Hill on October 20th and succumbed 2 days later. 2 women were also shot and injured. One drinks manufacturing company has heeded the calls of health officials to reduce the sugar content in its beverages. Commercial Director of SM Jaleel, Samuel Skinner, made the disclosure this morning at a news conference to announce their partnership with Sheraton Centre. Government introduced the levy on sugar-sweetened beverages in 2015 in a bid to discourage the consumption of such products. It was part of efforts to reduce the rising cases of non-communicable diseases. Skinner said they are on board with efforts to provide healthy options to the public.
Like our government and health stakeholders, we are concerned about the health of our citizens. That said, our mandate and focus is to deliver reduced sugar products across all of our products, across our global footprint. We have started with our Chubby brand, which is now 25% less sugar. We've recently launched Fruta 50, or Fruta Light as it is known, which is 50% less sugar. Shortly, our Fruta and Cool Kids portfolio will be enhanced with our 100% juice product. We will continue to strengthen our portfolio of wellness products also.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. The UK government has announced a £15 million aid package for Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica to assist with recovery from Hurricanes Irma and Maria. The two Category 5 storms struck in September, causing billions of dollars worth of damage. The International Development Secretary, Penny Mordaunt, announced the aid package on the weekend when she accompanied Prince Charles on a visit to the hurricane-damaged islands. £12 million have been allocated to Dominica, while Antigua and Barbuda will receive $3 million. Prince Charles also toured the British Virgin Islands, which was battered by Hurricane Irma. The overseas territories will also receive a $15 million aid package to assist with rebuilding efforts. And on the international scene, Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party is today discussing the impeachment of President Robert Mugabe. The announcement came from the party's chief whip after a noon deadline expired for Mugabe to resign, ending nearly 4 decades as the country's leader. Impeachment could result in Parliament voting to dismiss Mugabe from Parliament in less than a day. We get more in this Reuters report.
Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe refused to resign on Sunday. The 93-year-old defied calls to quit from members of his own political party and by hundreds of thousands of protesters. The ZANU-PF party fired him as its leader after Zimbabwe's army staged an apparent takeover of the government last week. Mugabe, who has led Zimbabwe since its independence in 1980, gave a televised address Sunday acknowledging the opposition, but made no mention of his stepping down.
I, as the President of Zimbabwe and as their Commander-in-Chief, do acknowledge the issues they have drawn my attention to and do believe that these were raised in the spirit of honesty and out of deep and patriotic concern for the stability of our nation.
He pledged to preside over the ZANU-PF Congress scheduled for next month, the move plunging the nation into further uncertainty.
We were expecting to hear the president saying, "I've heard your concerns yesterday and I'm ready to step down." This is not what we're expecting, to hear a long speech without any results for us. The results were simple. I am stepping down. I am handing over the country to someone else.
One of the leaders of the nation's war veterans told Reuters Mugabe will now face impeachment, warning that people would take to the streets of the capital, Harare. Opposition leader Morgan Tsvangirai told Reuters he was, quote, baffled by Mugabe's address. Tsvangirai added, quote, he's playing a game. He has let the whole nation down.
And that's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Maricla Williams. Have a good afternoon.